Hello my beautiful little Mogetls. So today we are talking about 5 different heroes because Epic 7 has just released a new survey basically asking us which hero we'd like to have in the final banner of 2019. We can choose between Tamarinne, Kise, Bellona, Tywin, and Diene. So out of these 5, I would probably say Tamron is the best. However, we recently had a banner, the second banner actually for Tamron, so I would say a lot of people have her. And since I also have Kise and Bellona, my personal pick would probably be between Diene and Tywin, but maybe more leaning towards Tywin since I have a ton of healers already. We just got a different water healer, so perhaps Tywin because he does seem quite unique. My bet, however, is on Diene because she was an exclusive. She hasn't come back ever, and she's never been in normal covenant, whereas all these guys are. So that's who I think will win. I'll leave my own poll just for my own fun and curiosity to see what you guys on an individual level would like to see in the next banner. But yeah, it's probably going to be Diene, but let's talk about these 5 heroes. So Tamron. I was one of the people that got her on her second banner. I didn't try hard enough considering how good she is, but the thing is she wasn't that good when she was first released. She got buffs pretty soon after, you know, she came to the game, which made her awesome. And of course, she retained those buffs and she's still awesome. Absolutely one of the best healers in the game. One thing to note about Tamron is she does have very low base health, which is why flat health things are actually better for her slightly. But yeah, she's super unique in that she has basically 2 skill sets, one in normal form and one in idle form. She's not that great in normal form. She just has a basic attack which heals a little bit of health to one ally and a slightly stronger AoE heal on her second skill. When she transforms though, not only does she remove all debuffs from everyone, but she also recovers her own health to full and gets an extra turn so she can immediately use one of her idle skills. With her second skill probably being the best support skill ever, she'll increase the attack of everyone for 2 turns, increase their combat readiness by 50%, and heal. That's a crazy amount of support in one skill. And her basic skill is pretty nice too. It's an AoE attack, which triggers a dual attack from the ally with the highest attack. This will also dispel all buffs from the enemy, so just an all-around amazing supporter. And if you don't have Tamron, I would recommend voting for her, to be honest. And then we have Bellona. She actually recently got exclusive equipment, which makes her even better than she was before, but she was already pretty good. But with one of her exclusive equipment, she becomes the best AoE defense breaker. 100% chance straight off the bat, doesn't need to be activated via her other skill. Plus her exclusive equipment gives her extra effectiveness, so you don't need as much on her. But yeah, besides that, again, 80% defense down, 100% with that exclusive equipment. Of course, when her ult is triggered by her windbreak fan, it is 100% anyway, but this way she can do it straight off the bat at 100%. She's used, or at least was used, a lot in PvP offense and defense for her really good cleaving abilities, and I'm sure she can still do that, especially now with her exclusive equipment. But even in PvE, she's really good. I use her a lot for Asmanic. Tons of AoE, considering Butterfly Fan is also AoE. And when she has that 5 focus, she'll activate Razorwind Fan again. She'll get 3 right off the bat from using it, and then another focus from Butterfly and another focus from her basic. So she can do her ults twice pretty quickly. And actually for the other 3, we have to go to the journal because I don't have them. I used to have a water Kise, but I threw that into my judge Kise. I know that probably wasn't the smartest thing ever, but I didn't really see a need for her at the time. Actually, I still don't, but I mean, she's obviously really good for Wyvern 11. Her first skill can get rid of barriers pretty fast. You know, damage dealt increases by 70%. When the target's covered by a barrier, penetrates defense when she is stealth, which she can stealth with her ult, which is also a single target, very strong attack. So yes, she's really good for Wyvern. I'm sure she's okay as a general damage dealer, but I had a really good Wyvern team already and didn't really feel the need for her. So she's more or less a pure damage dealer. She does have something special though in that she can increase skill cooldowns by 2 turns. I actually made a video on this versus, I always forget, Juleaf Council, I think. In Labyrinth, she can prevent them from splitting, and if you have your like speed setup and your turns are in the good order, the correct order for that, so it takes quite a bit of setup, but you know, she is one of the only heroes that can do that. I would assume Judge Kise can as well because she has the increased skill cooldowns, but I haven't tried it yet. But yeah, I highly doubt she's going to be the banner though. And then we got Tywin. I see him a lot on PvP defense. I'm sure people use him on offense as well. But yeah, he's another one of the AoE 100% defense breaks, which are incredibly rare. You do have to Mulgore him up to 5 for that, but I would say that's definitely worth it. He will also increase his own defense, so all in all, it's a really, really good skill. Have him as your front line. I'm sure he can be excellent in a lot of PvE content as well. Super fast for a knight as well at 110 speed. I didn't even know that, damn. And then he has Commanding Shout, a really nice buff, but unfortunately only to himself and one ally. But you get increased attack, crit chance, and 30% combat readiness. So all in all, it's kind of like a side graded auxiliary Lotsa's second, because you get the extra crit chance, but you lose the 100% combat readiness, and it's only 30%. So it's good when you already have a somewhat fast damage dealer, but you would have to make Tywin super fast, and even with 110 speed, that might not be super easy. Then again, I don't think auxiliary Lots has more than that. Just out of curiosity, we'll check that after Tywin. And then we got an up to 75% chance to dispel a buff with his Sword Storm. Pretty solid basic attack. All in all, Tywin's a really nice hero, a very strong skill set. I still think Diene's going to win this one though. Yeah, Auxlots has 112, so it's comparable. Also, I never know if I'm saying her name right, but I'm used to that in the meantime. I never pulled her, obviously, so I didn't get to hear her say her own name, and I can't trust anyone else, so. But yeah, her ult is really good. Attack and crit hit resistance for 3 turns, which is quite unique. As far as I know, there's only one other hero that does that by default, and that's Vivian. I think you can get some 3-turn attack buffs with Soul Burning, but I don't really count that. But yeah, 3-turn attack buff by default, also crit hit resistance. Obviously quite good for Arena. She also increased her own combat readiness by 50%, so she can quickly go on and do skill 2, which is an AoE barrier and 1 debuff removal, which is really good. Again, in something like Arena, you know, you might just have like an AoE defense break on you. That's done and you get a barrier. So she has a nice mix of offensive and defense capabilities, definitely more on the defensive side, but she also gives that AoE attack buff, which is really good. And some really nice protecty things. She can increase her combat readiness a little bit more with her basic, and even a little bit more if it's right after her second skill and she still has that barrier. The only problem I see with Diene is that she is not an actual healer. She doesn't have any healing skills. So if you wanted to actually heal your team, you're probably gonna need her with Rod of Amaryllis or her own artifact Celestine. Ultimately, Diene is exclusive. If we don't see her now, we probably won't see her again, and she's not available in normal Covenant summons. So that's what I would go with. Last time I tried this, they had a sort of issue, but maybe it works now. Oh, you can already see the results? Well, this is kind of dumb. Diene, 51%, that's what I thought. Tywin got almost the least, paired with Kise and Tamron. Bellona, 19%. Well, okay, we got to talk about 5 heroes. I thought Tywin would be a little bit higher, to be honest, and Bellona a little bit lower. Well, I guess that could also be because I don't have Tywin, and maybe a lot of other people do. But yeah, regardless. Yeah, I didn't know we could see results already. This is kind of awkward now. So yeah, looks like we'll be having Diene next drop rate up. I'm probably gonna go for her. She is exclusive after all, and we got so super lucky with Alina. I forgot. But yeah, make sure to tell me what you think in the comments down below. Leaving a like if you do enjoy is always greatly appreciated as well. Thanks, as always, for watching, and until next time.